Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. It's the Clippers with the possession now. 4-3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Kenneth Faried powers it down.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
To Paul George. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Able to convert on both free throws. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. We have a tie ball game. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Clippers have the basketball. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way. Russell Westbrook. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Williams across the timeline. He'll run the offense. You can't do that.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Leonard had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Westbrook. Shot from the lane won't go.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
George, guarded by the former Dookie. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And the slam.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
I got him. Here we go.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's now 4 for 6.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
And Lou Williams, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Time for some new personnel into the game. Gordon, tough matchup against George. For three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Oh, whistle.
A simple touch foul.
George against the former MVP. To Williams. George. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Paul George to Leonard. George buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough two rather than an easy three.
Clint Capella. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
And the finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Houston takes over to Harden. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Westbrook. Another chance. Another chance. Even to Zubac. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Patrick Beverley is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw.
Good shot.
And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Westbrook with the basketball, trailing by 10. James Harden, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Not easy.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Leonard. Textbook defense. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Yes.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to pick out for, guess what, another one.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
George matched up with Harden. To Beverly. It's PG for 2. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Leonard. Beverly. They'll get it down to Green. Finish that. Hart with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Harden against Paul George. James Harden. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Down low for Aldridge. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Swings it to George. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Kawhi Leonard against Tucker. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Harkless. Knocked loose. That one out of bounds off a rocket, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. Beyond the arc for 3. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Now it's Harden at the controls. Patrick Beverly with the block.
Ooh, he blocked that with authority.
George, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Harden. That one off the mark. It's no good. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Gerald Green. To Beverly. Oh, they called the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Leonard to Beverly, working the outside. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Williams buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Mo Harkless rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. Rockets have the ball. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. From the painted area, won't go down. Green with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Against Harden. Spinning shot, won't fall.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We can break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Deep three at the buzzer. Three-quarters complete. It's been all Clippers so far. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter, and they have really not shown up tonight. This has been a very disappointing performance.
I mean, they've been outplayed in every facet of the game, shooting, rebounding, even taking care of the ball. Even the managers of the opposing team are running out there faster to clean up the floor than their managers are.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Drives to the rim and scores.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Fareed to P.J. Tucker. Curling inside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Lou Williams looking good, 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Williams had made his first couple, but he misses there. Harden in possession. His guys down big. To P.J. Tucker. No good. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. To Paul George from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Harden in possession. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from long range. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. To George. Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Williams. And the defender over-pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Substitution being made in this one. George sizing up Eric Gordon. 3 seconds is the call. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions. Russell
Westbrook, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. And scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
George, great feed. Mo Harkless gets the 2.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Doc Rivers will play the matchup. He wants some new guys on the floor. Sets him up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Westbrook across the timeline. Trailing by 15. Gets it at the top of the key. 4-3. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whoop, that's a scary thing to watch.
Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one, counted. And he makes them both. To Paul George. Has a chance. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Harden. Fires the 3. Won't go down. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Harden, now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Even to Zubac. Sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. New blood coming in for both sides. Harden to Capella. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To George. Fires the 3. Rebound taken in by Fareed. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
You hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, it's unfortunately. Don't be hating because I came back. So they say. To be down by 15. And to lose by 6. Yeah, okay. Then that's even more. Regardless, but how did you were supposed to take that victory and run with it. But at the end of the day, you let me cut into that lead. Yo, you were supposed to run with that 20-point lead and win by 20. But you didn't, Broham. Yeah, okay, you won, but by 6 points when you had a 20-point lead. You won. Yeah, you're right. It do still stand as an L, but at the end of the day, you had a 20-point lead, and you were supposed to keep that 20-point lead, not win by 6. I hear what you're saying. A win is a win, but at the end of the day, you can't let somebody come. What is it? 5-7.
Shit. You're 5'7"?
Yo, everybody keep telling me that, man. They like, yo, they laugh at me when I tell them my height. I'm like, yo, don't. Nah, I don't know. Sometimes I feel tall when I'm around my sisters. My sister is 5'5".
Holy shit.
She 5'5" and 5'4". Then my other sister, she about 5'6". And then my other sister is 5'5". Yo, if they gonna leave this game like this, yo, they need to put some better uniforms in here, man. Oh, no. What you gotta do is you gotta go and you gotta push down and you get your substitutions right. Yeah. But see what it is with me? I rush my shots, and I gotta have. We really don't have no real shooters in there. If James Harden ain't on the floor, I rush my shots. See, like we got Nene. Nene need to be put up in there in the mix, but unfortunately they ain't putting Nene in the mix like that.
Listen, if you notice, I use
You ready? You got your little jersey on. You got your little win. Now it's my time to shine. You'll see. Nah, your defense on. I could blow by your defense all day. I'm not. What? Why I say your connection from your opponent's been disconnected? Like really? They already know that ass whipping is get ready to come right now. So they was like, nah, man, don't do that. Don't do that. Damn. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I work like this whole week. Well, this week and next week, I'm working all Saturday.
Yeah, but you work tomorrow too.
Yeah.
What time?
2 to 10.
It's not bad.
But then tomorrow, Tuesday, I work a double. I do 16 hours. Let's go, Chi Chi. Sure, you're right. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, Rock.
This is the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off. It's the home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Alongside Jay Williams,
Watch this. You ready, Westbrook?
look at their guys coming in. They appear to be fired up and ready to go. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be
What's that?
That was a three.
Playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night,
Team ball, see that?
and that's why we love this game so much.
Harden, tough matchup against George.
Nope.
Westbrook buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good side pick. Nice find to set up the three.
George, his first effort off the mark
I should have that rebound.
to Harden. To Westbrook. Tucker.
Too predictable.
Oh, come on. Yo, he do not play no defense.
Transition offense was
Oh, you put on 6 minutes.
actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You
Okay.
a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 to Leonard.
Really? It went right through Russell Westbrook back.
No, he jumps.
Rockets have the ball. Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. And too much contact.
And you can't
Get out of here, Ralph.
that.
Harden. James Harden. Missed his first. That one goes. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define
Oh,
positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
George against Harden. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George. Not that time.
Oh, the ball too long.
Harden. Rebounds taken.
come on. I wasn't.
To Paul George. And finishes strong.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Could have took the 3, but he's there for an easy 2.
Now it's Harden.
That's 4 vision.
Curling inside. To the basket is Harden, but his shot's no good.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Westbrook across the timeline. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. Buries the 3. He's too good to
Thank you.
leave that open.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs.
Come, he was right on it.
And 1. Go and 1. You got hit that.
Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
What the fuck?
You have to throw Westbrook.
You see so many
You
players
have no
already
control.
play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he pumped back, and he made
Oh, shook you, baby.
great defense.
DJ, that's going to be reach and teach.
Westbrook into the front court. They're down 3.
Oh, who took the lead?
Nothing going here on that drive. To P.J. Tucker. Clippers
Yo, where the fucking foul at?
over and back.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Time to
Ball don't lie. You wasn't supposed to have that.
It's all right. You like the big man shoot though.
Your man hooked me.
You know, you worked him.
Westbrook. 9 points for him to start the game. He's hit 3 threes in this first quarter. Lights out from downtown.
And defensively, you have to stay in this guy's pocket. Force him to be a driver rather than a shooter.
Rivers with the basketball. Looking to make flushes down the
Computer let me jump, man.
Tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Leonard. Fires the 3, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Westbrook.
Oh, come on, Russ.
Shot off the mark. To Leonard.
And one. Oh.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Sindari scored well. At the line for 2 shots. For his career, 67%. First free throw is good.
And that was a green.
Goes 2 for 2. And now Houston has the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Westbrook. No good. Nothing going here on that drive. To George. Kenneth
Nope.
Green sends it away. George.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Yeah, you know, he ain't dunking that.
Defensive contact, finishing strong is key.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard.
Come on, man. I'm like, yo, I set the.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
We need a green.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 1 quarter in the books here in game number 5. J&O returning
Questionable calls, man.
conference finals on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
If anything in this game, man, you have to expect the unexpected. When players
Yo, it's like.
outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
Russ at the controls. To Gerald Green. Probing the defense. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out to Harkless. There's the toss. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your
Come on.
room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
And Jay, they call the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
George. Leonard. Buries it.
That should have been a foul.
Great shooters
No.
That might fall with you.
mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in.
What the fuck? Come on, man.
He always thinks it has a chance. Paul George. 3 for 7.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Gerald Green to P.J. Tucker. Gets it in the left corner. Westbrook shot.
Make it work.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while
Money.
to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Westbrook.
What the fuck, yo?
To Williams. Curling inside. He's 2 for 2 now.
Oh, take that, Westbrook.
The switch that you can do on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate into the lane.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout.
Come on, yeah.
Second quarter.
No, it wasn't nice.
Yeah, it was. That's what will make your fingers. Finger licking good. Finger licking good. Finger licking good.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Harden to Gerald Green. On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good. Mo Harkless.
Get out of here.
Block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Tosses. Nice pass to.
Why the fuck is he behind him? Like, come on.
From our perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the
Push it
players
off,
were running
man.
to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound taken down by Harkless. Williams to Leonard. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference
The
maker
arena's getting quiet.
is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Leonard to Paul George.
Like, you see how my people are not fucking playing no defense?
You break down Paul George. Where is he at his
They've been
best?
trying to call timeout.
He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots.
Everybody's on fucking loose, I bet you.
And that drives him to be the best version of
I'm not even using it, so that's on you.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yes.
Huge block.
just erasing mistakes left and right.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Held the ball too long.
Knocked loose. Free against George.
Oh my gosh.
Williams.
Sweet
Williams.
move.
3 for 3 in this first half.
This is a game of waves. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the
Spread you out thin and hit the open shots. And now I'm putting my starters back in.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know about that.
Rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free
She
throw
better don't call.
Russell Westbrook, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Leonard, he continues
No one's
to
covering
shoot
me.
from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Twitch 101.
Matched up with Paul George. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good
You
position.
know what? When you look at the stats of the last game, you had balance scoring with no
Still, stay aggressive.
I know.
Free throws good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. From long range. So the first points.
See the fucking rebounding, yo.
Down for three.
Yeah, they really
That three wasn't a
I'm surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
James Harden not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Not loose.
What are you doing?
It's had to steal.
What the fuck?
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Tough shot. He hits.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. It's borderline disrespectful.
And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Leonard. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Capella to Harden. Capella.
What the fuck?
That's not his range. Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. It's Westbrook with the board. To Harden. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved.
You couldn't fucking swap that.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down.
This fucking dummy.
Itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays.
You fucking dummy.
That's how you play this game.
Knocked loose. George matched up with Harden.
Puts his hands on.
Block shot.
Get out of here.
Are you fucking serious?
Get the fuck out of here.
Where we say hello.
He's a fucking goofball. Like he gotta gather himself to fucking shoot. Like that's whack.
One-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. LA Clippers with the basketball. George shakes free and hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable.
Oh my fucking gosh, yo.
Eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical
Took the pass.
Tucker to Capella.
What the fuck is he? Why is he even
runs like that.
bobbing in the fucking?
Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup. Harden, pass to the rim. Bad pass there.
This motherfucker.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Lays it in with the touch off the alley-oop pass.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game.
So your man could catch every fucking ball that's thrown in the fucking arena, right?
If a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him.
I switch over.
It's West at the controls to P.J. Tucker. Westbrook
Nope.
off the mark. No good.
You see the fear in your shots.
4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And
Get out of
big-time
here.
coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your
Good
team
call, timeout
great,
there, coach.
that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Harden matched up with Paul George. Full
That's
throttle.
even a block.
Basket.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but it wasn't.
In his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Leonard. And a whistle.
Come on. Yo, he is not fucking touching them, man.
You touch me. Come on, man, cut it off.
Leonard to Beverly. Leonard. It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never heard.
So they gonna call. Yeah, then thank you. Give me the fucking foul.
Yeah, people like the GP to James, man. Okay, man. What are you going to? That's right, force it.
Can't connect to Capella.
2 seconds.
Collins Capella.
Nope, on your man.
He's at 50%.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Come on, they both on his fucking back and he still can't get no block.
Pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
And he's going to the free throw.
Why the fuck would he do a fucking layup?
Doesn't mean the refs are going to put
And how's that a foul? I didn't even touch him. My hand broke in the air.
Your man pushed me.
His career, 66%. Knocks down the first.
Yellow foul.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. And a whistle.
Why the fuck is he swinging around him like?
George, it's good. Defense has to pick things
Harden
up.
going to see my defense.
doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Count it. No end.
How your man get on the floor?
There.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
That one out of bounds off the rocket. It'll stay.
Like, you see what I mean? When I tell you their recovery is so fucking slow.
George matched up with Harden.
Well, that's where you have to have guys.
For 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between 2 players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Russ at the controls.
Get out of here.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Leonard. Oh,
Bro, it gets through all my people. Like, really, come on, yo.
You're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting another.
So that's the fuck out of here. That's bullshit. I'm telling you, it's a fucking fat white guy that don't know how to play basketball calling plays. Cause that damn sure was a fucking charge.
to Leonard. Fires the 3. Oh, he just continues to pour it in from downtown. He's 6 of 7 from 3.
This is probably the time that you adjust your defense, maybe play some zone, maybe a box someone, or maybe just double team.
To Leonard. For 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Harden in possession. Down a bundle. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good. It's a 3-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. To George. Not done yet.
Should have been a foul.
To Leonard. Here's a chance from
Oh,
Wall.
I rushed it.
Not done yet.
No foul.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Big finish at the line.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
Big slam.
Yo, why the fuck is he jumping on the other side of the basket? Like, get in his fucking face.
Intimidating for your opponent, and when your own teammates are unselfish, and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Can't do that.
A simple touch foul.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. George matched up with Harden. Fires the three. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Clippers have the basketball. Gets a look. Can't hit.
We call some of these players practice players. You know the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making
You
more
do
than
that
10.
shit?
That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Capella. Harden with the basketball. His guys down big. Russell Westbrook rocking the rim. Where did that come from?
It's like he got on an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
That's the end of the quarter. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers.
Made a little run, but we have by over 20, 30 at one point. Let's get it back to 30.
It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language just gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
To Williams. And they call it.
He took a chance.
It was not no fucking. It wasn't no foul.
Wasn't a cross sheet, I got hit.
Leonard to Williams. George and scores.
And last year, it
Just
seemed like
about
PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG.
Really?
No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Yes. And a
Yeah, now they fucking bailing you out with that bullshit.
For quote-unquote,
I held on, I could take that.
sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen, despite the defender's.
So when Westbrook jumped up to steal the pass, that's okay.
with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Gets it in the right corner. Harden. And they call the foul. Careful.
Bullshit.
His timing was a tad bit off.
I know, Lou, I agree.
Harden to Rivers. Five on the shot clock. To the basket goes Rivers, but his shot stays out.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best.
Oh, when's he dunk that, bro?
Shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Harden.
What the fuck?
Good. Harkless picked up by Rivers. Leonard to Williams.
Yes.
It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Hard. Great.
So no fucking foul.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Hard into the front court. He'll run the offense. Austin Rivers to Harden. Knocked loose. Rivers.
Off Rivers.
Paul George.
Nope.
That one
Yeah, baby.
off a rocket. Substitution being made in this one.
First the turnover.
George matched up with Gerald Green. From long range, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start
Get that
buckling.
shit out of here.
That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Harden to Gerald Green. Shot clock to 4 for Houston.
No.
Going to launch beyond the arc.
Good D, good D, good D.
To Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Tough-looking shot
Oh,
there.
shit.
Still gets it to go down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. Oh, they call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Changing up his lineup. It's LA Clippers ball. George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. 4-3.
What the hell?
No. What the hell was that?
How's your man down court already?
And the rebound.
I don't know why you got like that. That was me.
To Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard
Get out of
able
there.
to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Look how he moving in slow motion.
I don't know, Jay. They have
Yo, the nigga's still fucking coming down from a jump.
make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. You want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Harden. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Why are we calling timeout?
Pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never be five.
It's on you.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Leonard to Beverly. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no
You gotta
good.
hit that, man.
Slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Wide open look won't go. Looking for his man. Gets a shot
What?
off the mark to George. for three.
That's all.
Hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
And count the basket inside.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Paul George. And a whistle.
And you can't lunge like that.
Leonard. Smothering deep.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake
Give me that.
to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
George, tough shot. Well defended. The
Hello, man. Brian.
This fucking goofball. So no motherfucking.
Now that's a contest. Late heave to beat the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory.
I'm taking myself to bed, man. Good game.
They're on their way to the NBA Finals. Partner Jay Williams and our entire crew. I'm Nick Cohen. This has been the NBA
You
Playoffs.
must got spanked. Oh, shit.
Find out more at NBASports.com. Until next time, good night.
You must spank that was 50 there, bro.
Yeah. And again, I did the same thing with fucking James Harden and Westbrook.
What do you mean?
19 and 20 points. Well, 19 and 22 points.
Yeah, but you played a lot though. You played ball.
6 points, 6 points. No, he might score.
But you let your players say the ball put good players and share the ball. You can ask
Yo, what?
masses.
Yeah. Because what it
See the
is,
difference?
your people run to their fucking spots. My players don't run to their spots. Everybody converts to the ball. Like, even if I tell them play man to man, everybody want to play against the ball. Like, what are you doing?
So if you see
And even if I make him jump, he's still jumping in fucking slow motion.